Hello there, Persephone once again, bringing you the next section in this God of War 3 Chaos Difficulty video walkthrough. So, from the last video we were ascending up this corridor with the braziers and the lights in Hades' palace on the second floor, and here we are. This is the introduction to Persephone, and this is another puzzle on this section. And this one's slightly more complicated, and it takes me a couple of minutes to remember exactly what I'm supposed to be fucking doing. But it involves moving the arms out, opening the manacles, and then closing them to keep the arms away from the chest. But you've got to do them in a very specific order, and at first I try and do them in the wrong order, so I'm here to tell you the correct way of doing it, basically. So what you do is you examine the book in the center. Right now I'm just making sure I've cleaned up all the various stuff you can find, and it will prompt a ladder to fall from both sides of this area, so you can get up and mess about with the manacles. But as you see in this corner there is some hidden chests, so I definitely advise you come and grab them, because it's going to help you get better weapons earlier on. So smash the pots, do your thing, get that shit done. And once you've examined the book and dropped the ladders, you have to go on the left ladder first. But I make the mistake of going to the right one. So what you've got to do here is you've got to examine the book. That shows you the coffin of Persephone. And then you have to... There we go, that raises the coffin. And then when you examine the book, he will try and bash the coffin into the statue of Hades, and it knocks ladders down on either side of the room. And as I said before, you've got to go to the left one first, but I end up going to the right one because I'm a bit fucking stupid like that. So you'll have to bear with me. Excuse me. But yeah, did you see how it said examine it with the R1? You've got to do that, and for some reason I'm so eager to get this puzzle done and get on with the game that I effectively fuck it up. So for you doing the speed runs and everything, you have to examine the book to make the ladders there, and then once the ladders are there, go to the left one first, because the right one cannot be done unless the left one is. It's just fact. So there we go, the left one, then the right one. And unfortunately I'm going to go right first, so I apologise once again. This does spawn some dudes, as you can see. It's just a couple of the undead legionnaires and a couple of the harpies, so just tear them apart and do your stuff. Circle, then triangle, tear the bitches in half. And that dude wants a piece of me, trying to attack me on the ladder, so I drop down and I rip his body in two. So it is worth noting in here there is a chest. I don't know if it's a dynamic one. Let's have a look at it. No, it's just magic power, that one. Nothing special. And this is what you would use to draw the hand into the open manacle, but obviously I fucked up the puzzle, so it doesn't work. Which sucks. Because the general premise is you pull this to open the manacles, then you run up the ladders, and then you draw the arm into them before it closes, and it seals them effectively. But unless you go to the left side and you use the pile of stones to block it, when you come back and you twist the crank, it will release both arms. Which you're going to see now before I realise that I'm doing this wrong. Because what we're basically going for is both arms bound away from the chest in those constraints, and then use Persephone's casket to bash her husband's chest in. Which is a nice bit of vengeance for poor Persephone, because she's practically a fuck tool for Hades. And you'll notice that she's fully clothed as well in that casket, which is pretty rare for this game, because every other lady that you come across has got the waps out. And that's pretty awesome. Like major boobage, I am a fan. I think the only one that doesn't is Pandora, and rightly so, because that would be paedophilia. Although she's probably 16, and in Kratos' mind, he would totally destroy anything that has a pussy on this game, because the dude runs around shouting and slaying people. He's probably backed up like a fucking bad weekend. That guy'll be chucking custard everywhere at the sheer sight of a woman. I know how bloody would be. But I've got up to the right area now, which is this one. And don't press this, because this is what you do once you've done the puzzle. It's just I'm exploring a little bit, and as you can see, you come to the opposite side of this gate, and there's going to be a couple of chests for you, a couple of pots to smash, and if you open the gate, it's a shortcut back into the bottom of the room. And sorry, do come down here, because this is the puzzle. I do apologise. You open this, and then you drag the stones from this side of here onto the lift. My bad. And that is the puzzle. Drag this all the way across the other side, pop it on the lift, open the manacle, and then put this underneath the manacle to keep it, basically. And once you do that, it spawns a fight, as most every action in God of War does. So it's a ton of these gay bloody harpies. Kill them however you want to kill them. The best way to do it is to L1 and circle to grab them, then circle in air to chuck them into the floor, and just keep spamming it on each of them. If you can press circle on them when they're on the ground, you will put your foot on them and tear the wings off, so that is a nice insta-kill. But back to the puzzle, which now we're in the right area, we can actually progress. Thank Christ. So pull the switch, crank the lift, and here you go. Drag this across here, and then twist this, and be careful on this section here, because it can be quite difficult to place thanks to the goddamn camera, and it takes me about 3 or 4 tries, which is annoying as fuck. And as you can see, my previous attempts at this puzzle have kind of fucked me, so I have to drop down here and spin this. And once you've done that, rush all the way across here, jump up the ladder if you can, it's much quicker, and then crank this switch and then push the stones underneath it. And just watch the angle that the stones go in, because it isn't completely obvious when they're underneath the wheel. So you can hear the noise telling you that you have a limited amount of time, and push that under there. And look at that. That looks perfect, doesn't it? I think, anyway. And then I check it. I keep checking it with the camera, and I'm good. So now we have to do the other side. And watch now, when you twist this... Oh, look! Look! Did you notice? I've not put it on right. I knew I fucked this bit up. So just be careful of the camera, because as you can see, it screws you. Them stones look perfect, don't they? And then you look a little closer as you try and manipulate the camera. It's like, am I too close? Am I too far? What the fuck's going off? Is that fine? Is that right? So I push it a little bit more to get it into a better position. And there you go. That is wedged now. But I'm being super anal over it, and that's just kind of And in all honesty, I think that's just the movement of the arm, so I think that should be fine now. Yeah, all that is the movement of the arm. I'm sorry, you have to open the manacles. The arm won't go back as long as you've got the wedge under there, and I didn't realise at the time, so my bad. But now that you've done that, rush all the way up here, and then rotate this, and it will effectively trap his second hand, enabling you to carry on with the game. So it was a bit of a messy puzzle, Jesus Christ, losing my words again. But then once you've done that, that shit's done. And all you have to do now is use Persephone's casket to knock his tits in. And immediately after you do that is a boss fight. And this is a very, very hard boss fight with very few checkpoints, and that's why it's difficult. So you're going to be fighting this guy for quite a while till you learn his patterns. And in all honesty, he's a cheesy bastard, so my next video is going to tell you all about it, show you exactly what to do, but just get ready, because it took me a good hour to beat this motherfucker. I'm not even kidding. When I was recording it, it was very frustrating, so just steel yourself, put on a mentality that means you're going to be fighting for a while, and fingers crossed with my help you'll be able to dick him no problem. And for some reason, I thought he was going to attack me from the shadow, so I'm stood here blocking, trying to like lure him out. But when he turns up, it's all set, it's preset. There's nothing you have to worry about. Then the fight will start and the lights will turn on. But he's hard, so just get ready for it. And we're coming to the end of another video here, so I hope you guys are enjoying it. I do apologise for the sloppy puzzle, but there's no more like that. And rate, comment, subscribe, watch every video on my channel, whore me, spam me, do the job lot, hate me if you want to, couldn't give a tits. But just thanks for taking the time, and y'all take care now, and I'll see you in the next video.